origination point, origins, yeah, and distal is the point of insertion or distal attachment. And usually it is on different bones, so one bone could be moved in relation to another bone. And usually the distal insertion point, when muscle contracts, it becomes shorter, yeah, it shortens, and insertion point becomes closer to the origin point. Yeah? The simple mechanism of the muscle. For example, if we have muscle which originates from the humerus, from the anterior surface of the humerus and attaches to anterior surface of the ulna, when it contracts, what happens? So, ulna comes closer to the humerus and flexion happens. Yes?
But not supination.
No, supination is
Flexion.
usually proximal parts don't move. You mean mandible?
No.
So,
Upper palate don't move and this lower jaw.
In this case, yes, our skull don't move, but our mandible it moves. Yeah, when we work with our masseter muscle and temporalis muscle, for example. Yeah, the same with most of our other parts, but this situation can be changed if we will fix the distal part. For example, if we have a muscle on the back which is called latissimus dorsi muscle, for example, yeah, the widest muscle of our back, and usually if our arm moves freely, yes, latissimus dorsi will abduct the arm to our body, yeah. Because it originates from our vertebral column, it inserts to our humerus, and usually it provides abduction. But if we will fix our arm on some branch of the tree, for example, yes, or some, if you're in the gym, for example,
Maybe in the bus.
yeah, or in the bus, yeah, when you're holding something and you will contract your latissimus dorsi muscle, your arm won't move to the body, but your body will be moved to the arm.
Okay.
Yeah? So it depends on the thing, if your distal part is free or if it's fixed. Yeah? So the movements can be slightly different. And if we are talking about latissimus dorsi muscles, we can tell that in humans it is not so much developed as in monkeys, for example. Yes, because if you will look at some monkeys, especially some large monkeys who live on trees, who live on trees, for example, like gibbons or something like this, you will see that their latissimus dorsi muscle, they are rather large and massive, yeah, like massive wings on the sides, because they use their upper limbs for movement between the branches of the trees, yes, and they constantly hanging and move their bodies to next and next branch, yes. That's why in these animals, latissimus dorsi muscle is much more developed than in humans, yes, and we just move by our feet. That's why it is not so massive in us. So also you have to know the term in several other terms about muscles, like what is aponeurosis. Yeah, have you heard the word aponeurosis? No. Aponeurosis, it is also connective tissue structure, and it is slightly similar to the tendon, but it is wide and thin plate of the connective tissue. that can serve as a tendon. For example, here we have the external oblique muscle, and this whitish part is the aponeurosis of this muscle, which will also serve for attachment of this muscle. Or sometimes we have different aponeuroses which cover some structure. For example, we have palmar aponeurosis, which will cover the palmar surface and the deeper tendons. The same we have on the foot, the plantar aponeurosis, or we have the epicranial aponeurosis or gallia aponeurotica, which presents on our skull. And also you have to know about the word fascia. Have you heard about fascia before?
Yeah.
So what is fascia? No, not facial muscles. Not from
Deep fascia and
so,
infra.
so for example, let's imagine the situation. I think everyone have once cooked the chicken, for example.
Yes.
Yeah?
No.
Hmm?
Yeah.
No? You haven't? What do you eat? You're a vegetarian?
I'm vegetarian.
Huh?
Vegetarian. Kusat salad.
Maybe you have seen how someone cooks.
Kusat salad.
No?
I've seen it.
So, and I suppose you have seen these thin, transparent coverings of the parts of the meat. Yes. So the meat, it is muscle. Yes, and this transparent covering, it is called fascia. Yes. So it is special connective tissue structures which separate muscles from each other. It covers the muscle and separates one muscle, group of muscle from another group of muscle. Yeah, for example, here, if you look on this picture, as you have opened it, these transparent layers which cover the muscle, it will be the fascia. Yeah? Here we have, for example, infraspinatal fascia.
Thin plastic-like structure.
Plastic-like.
Plastic-like structure.
Transparent.
Translucent, transparent.
Sometimes the thick fascia, they are not so transparent. They as thicker it is, the more whitish color it has. Yeah, because when it thickens, there is more connective tissue and it becomes darker, not so transparent.
Where can we find the bigger ones then? Where can we find the bigger ones?
Where can you find what?
Bigger ones.
Thicker one, for example, we can find it.
By cutting the muscle.
For example, you can look here, yeah, on the back. We have thoracolumbar fascia, yeah. Thoracolumbar fascia on the back. We have, yeah. Also, we can find fascia lata on the thigh, yeah. We'll figure examples. What else?
So what is that?
This? What do you think?
Gluteal.
The gluteal surface.
No.
Maximus
Why?
gluteus.
No.
Gluteus
Pichwada.
Gluteus maximus.
Pichwada.
I can see anus.
That side.
No. No.
Gluteus maximus.
No.
Niyat.
What is it?
गांड है
Let it rotate it.
रोटेट करूं
टूट ना जाए आराम से
गांड है
It's the bit.
सर को दो
Sacral promoter. No, that's the spinal. But that's
What do you think is this?
एनस
Spinal cord.
No.
टेस्टिस
And if this is an anus, then what is this?
सही तो बोला था
And this?
तब से बोल रहा हूँ गांड है
Artery vein.
पेक्टोरल गांड का छेद है
And if I will put it like this?
shoulder.
No.
Abdomen cavity.
It's not a breast.
गांड
What is
छेद
this?
अबे क्या बोल रहे हो यार?
It's a thoracic cavity or something.
So you tell us.
Abdominal.
Okay, so this is
Abdomen.
abdominal cavity.
Abdomen.
Abdomen.
Where's the abdominal cavity?
Sir,
Diaphragm.
Diaphragm.
This is diaphragm. Diaphragm.
this is diaphragm.
मैं तो पहले ही बोला
ये लोग पता नहीं क्या बोल रहे हैं.
artery vein
This is the
artery vein
Esophagus, aorta, aorta, inferior cava.
ये NS क्या क्या बोले
Vertebrae.
This is the vertebra.